I've been wearing the Ultrahuman Ring Air all day, every day for the past 4 weeks, and I have some honest thoughts and opinions and feedback that I think you should consider, and I don't see other people talking about this when they do reviews, so definitely want to give you those perspectives. I have an Apple Watch that I've had for years, but at this point I only wear it during workouts. I have been curious about smart rings like this because I like having the data, but I don't want to have something big and bulky on my wrist. Ultrahuman did send me this ring to test out and do a review video, so I did just that, and again, I want to share perspectives that I don't see everybody talking about. I want to quickly mention the reasons that the Ultrahuman ring has always stuck out to me even before this opportunity. First, there's no subscription fee or anything to use this ring to get your data. I really appreciate that. And also, as someone that always likes gold, I feel like a lot of times brands put a premium on some different colors, so I really appreciate that there's no markup. You can just pick whatever color you like. Don't worry, I will get to my critiques. I do want to mention some things I like that I don't see people mention as often, or just things I really think you should know. The sizing kit is very affordable and it's absolutely necessary. These rings are not standard jewelry sizes, so you really want to try on their size, wear it for a few days, see if your hand is gonna swell, make sure it's comfortable. It also comes with little samples of each color, so you can be super sure what ring you want before you commit to buying one. One thing I've enjoyed is going on the Ultrahuman website under the blog and then wearable tech. They've been constantly posting about current and future updates that they're making. You can tell they're actively listening to people's feedback and trying to upgrade the user experience. And for example, I've seen in a lot of review videos, people have been talking about the battery life, and they just came out with a feature called chill mode. So it works a little bit differently. The old and only old setting was turbo mode, which I kept mine on. It's like consistent all day monitoring, and that's going to drain the battery a little bit more than the chill mode that they came out with. So again, I saw that in a lot of reviews that before I got this ring, I was like, okay, the battery life. But here they are trying to update it. So I urge you to go on there and try to discover things for yourself, because maybe things you've heard in a review are updated by now. So check that out. You can also go online and export your data into a CSV file that you can open with Excel or Google Sheets. And it has tons of metrics, and some feel a little arbitrary, like a score, like a sleep score. However, again, it's a ton of data, and there is a dashboard online as well. But honestly, just looking at things within the Ultrahuman app, I think is the most user-friendly experience. It gives you a ton of different information and options to view it, but you do have that ability to export your data. Quickly, here's a few ways I feel I've already personally benefited. I really like using the power plugs that are on the Ultrahuman app. There's one called Caffeine Window, and I didn't even know you're supposed to wait a little bit after you wake up to start having caffeine. It tells you like the time frame that you should have it, when to taper off. It gives you the approximate caffeine in different drinks, and I really do think it's helped me be more productive throughout my day. I was definitely having caffeine way too late, but also drinking it too early based on my body's signal, so that I really like. A lot of these metrics are completely new to me, like HRV and sleep efficiency, so I've really enjoyed learning about them and kind of tracking my scores and trying to improve them. Okay, here's what you've been waiting for. I do have some critiques, but like I said, the Ultrahuman team seems to listen to feedback and push regular updates, so hopefully some of this will change in the future. The Ultrahuman app forces you to create an account by either signing in with Gmail or signing in with Facebook. There is no option to create a standalone Ultrahuman account by just putting in an email and a password. So I never connect my accounts like that. I never create an account just like using my Gmail login. I don't like that, and I really hope they update in the future. I really think that anybody should just be able to create an account, let alone if you don't have a Facebook or a Gmail. You have to create one to use the app. Hope they update it. This cycle tracking is kind of minimal in terms of what you can input. You can put the dates and you can put the flow, and that's it. Now, of course, the ring is collecting all types of data, but I wish, like the Apple Health app, you could also input your symptoms. So like if you're having appetite changes, lower back pain, cramps, all these different things, so you can see this data that the ring pulls in and how your body was actually feeling. Now you can connect the Apple Health app, and you can connect a lot of different apps to the Ultrahuman app so they can kind of like talk between each other. But I just want to talk about what Ultrahuman is offering. And again, I don't like connecting things. So hopefully they build that out in the future. Like I said, they're always listening to feedback, so maybe there will be more features, but for now, it's just the dates and the flow. The background sync feature is turned off by default, so normally when you open the app, it will connect with your ring and all the data will go there. And I'm in the phase where I'm excited. I'm checking the app multiple times a day, so it's constantly syncing. But maybe down the line, I won't be opening it every single day, and if the ring dies, all that data that hasn't already been synced will be lost. So I definitely want to bring your attention to it at least. I think it does affect the battery life if you're having it happen throughout the day. But if you want to make sure you're preserving your data, maybe that's something you want to turn on and maybe you didn't realize it's off. This is getting kind of picky, but as somebody that only wears gold jewelry, obviously I picked the Bionic gold, but it is just kind of darker and more brassy toned than real jewelry. And I wear multiple rings. It does clash, and because it's just so big, it stands out a little bit. So of course they have to use certain materials to make this ring, but in my perfect world, this could match a little bit better with just standard real gold jewelry. All right, I have a few last notes. I've been using the Ultrahuman ring in workout mode alongside my Apple Watch, and all the data seems to be fairly similar. However, both devices are only syncing with my phone, and the distance seems to be significantly different, and it will skew a little bit of my data, and I'm honestly not sure why. Other than that, I do like that there's a workout mode, but I do like having my Apple Watch so that I can do like different interval trainings and just see things at a glance. After 4 weeks, I can confidently say I've enjoyed using the Ultrahuman Ring Air alongside the app, and I think the pros outweigh the cons, and I think that the Ultrahuman team does actively listen to feedback and push updates and try to make the user experience the best it can be. So I'm confident this is going to be a tool that continues to be something that I enjoy using to better understand and hopefully improve my body. So it's up to you if you think it is the right fit for you, and hopefully I've spoken on some things that you haven't heard about yet. So thank you very much for watching, and check it out.